So pulled up here for a section fault on this street up in Mountain, and that's how I found it. So box number, or just section box number just for my records. Alright, okay. Somebody just came in here and switched this all off for whatever reason. Don't know where we can see that with the sun, but both my locks there are burst. So let's just that's lighting. Everything there, as you can see. So as long as this photo cell goes off and takes the contactor back out with it, then I'll put a couple of bandit tapes on this and secure it. Aye, so it's done it pretty silently there. I didn't even really hear it click off, but that's it off. So get some bandit tape and tool and a buckle there, and I'll stick that on it. So I'm sure you've seen a couple of times me sticking on bandits to this type of situation before, or even just when I'm doing sort of any overhead stuff, use bandits quite often, but just sticking to on this box in this instance, just because it obviously has been vandalised. I'll do my paperwork, state on it that it's been sort of jemmied, opened and turned off for a reason, and let the client decide on how they want to proceed with it, if at all, but this is how it's probably going to stay. Another thing is, folk usually just put one bandit on in the centre, but I'm thinking just with being vandalised, I'll stick two on it just for a wee bit extra security. So other than that section fault, you've just seen that there, looks like it's going to be a day of installing ASD 55 and 90 watt equivalents. So I've just, as you can see there, I've done a couple, but the rest of my day is going to be installing them. If there's anything more interesting that pops up, I'll join back in. So now's probably as good a time as ever to show you guys. I've been sending out a few bits from ITS. Before I get into it any further, I just want to make it clear that this is not sponsored in any way by ITS. Actually, they offered to send me out a few bags, and obviously I thought I'd give them a try. There's, just to make it clear as well, there's absolutely no obligation for me here to be saying they're good, they're bad, they're this, or that. They've literally just sent them out and says give them a try. I think I was sent them about 2 months ago or something like that, and instead of just jumping in and making a video saying they were the best things in sliced bread just for the sake of getting a video out there, and instead of just making a random video on it and saying the bags were brilliant, I thought I would actually live with them for a few weeks, or I think I've been using them now for about between 4 and 6 weeks. You've probably seen them in a few videos. I think the video where I'm changing the floodlights over, I think I mentioned 2 of them. So I'll quit blabber on and I'll get into them and show you just now. Just like to say as well, before I get into the specifics of all these bags and stuff like that, or particularly for 2 of them at least, I would say, is, before I get into the full details of these bags, I'm still sort of doing a wee bit of trial and error with what's the best way to load them out, except for one that I'm definitely happy with. The other 3, just going to be a wee bit of trial and error just to see exactly what's the best fit for me, whether it's going to be used for street lighting, domestic, both, whatever. So I'll try and explain that as I'm showing the bags. So there's 4 bags in total that I've been sent, and I'm just going to start off with this pouch. So I've got so I've got a little bit of a loadout in it here just now. See if we'll set up like that, and you can see there it's the Vaunt range that ITS do, and I've just got the essential sort of hand tools that we need in here. So some nut runners for when I'm doing cutouts, test lamps, Stanley knife and some spare blades in there. In there it's just a selection of different fuses for cutouts. Obviously my wee tape holder there, spare pen, and I usually have a Sharpie in there as well, obviously just for dating all my new fittings and stuff like that install. And then obviously in here there's just a selection of screwdrivers, croppers, gland pliers, pliers, snips, some spanners, and obviously my T-bars and stuff like that. And then in the back I've got pokey, a pair of gloves, and then just a wee clamp tester there. Out of all 4 of the bags, this is the one that I use every day and genuinely absolutely love it. I'll try and leave a link in the description for all these bags and their prices. I think this was maybe about £20, so it's not as if it's expensive, but hand on heart, now that I've got this, if I was to go back again, I would definitely buy this. Really good, seems really good quality. I've obviously got, I don't know if I've shown it in any videos, but my domestic toolkit, I've got a couple of Vito bags, obviously really good quality, but you can certainly, or you can definitely tell that this is decent quality. The only thing about it that I would sort of slightly mark it down for, and it is pretty minor, is that when it's sitting on flat ground, it does like to tilt forward and then inevitably fall, but that's obviously very, very minor. Other than that, really like it. It's got this wee belt loop as well here, so you could obviously just put it on like a tool belt if you're doing a rewire, or even if you're sort of working in the bucket for a long time, you could have it like that and that would be perfect. So that's bag number 1. So this is bag number 2, as you can see, and it's more of a hold-all style bag. So as things stand just now, I'm using this as a secondary street lighting bag, but I think I might change it into more of a domestic bag for a couple of reasons. So obviously, as you can see there, there's 4 wee pouches on the front, wee slot there for a business card. Looking at the side, actually there's obviously 2 in that side, wee zip lock in there, or a wee zip lock there, and then obviously another 2 on this side, and then obviously inside the bag itself is just plenty more storage for sort of screwdrivers and stuff like that. But as things stand, I don't really have it packed out the way I would normally have it packed out, other than for some of the basic street lighting stuff. Again, feels pretty well made. It's got a hard base, so obviously when you're sort of, especially if you're working outside, that's going to sort of last the test of time down there as well. And then on this side, it's got a wee pouch inside, so you could potentially even stick an iPad or a laptop or something like that in there if you want to turn this into like a testing bag or something like that. But again, I just have a hammer, a couple of saws, again my mashy hammer usually sits in there as well. But I'm sort of, I'm not completely decided on exactly what this bag's going to be used for just yet. I might turn it into, like I've said, a testing bag or something like that, for the domestic side of things, or even for the street lighting. Bag number 3 that I've been sent out is this one here, and it's a bag pack, and it's also a wheeled It's also a wheeled tool bag, so really handy as well for obviously if you want to put sort of decent bit of weight in it, or obviously take it quite a distance. Again, like sort of most bags, it's obviously got a few zips on the front, so again some space for some screwdrivers or whatever you want in there. This pouch here, which is like got felt or something like that in it, so be good for having your phone or something like that. And then it's got a pouch on either side there, and then inside, again, this could possibly be a testing bag if you wanted to, because you could have a laptop in this pouch here. But what I've been using it for is, only recently mind you, is just for some drills, and all I'm missing there is, because I've not needed it today, was my recip saw, angle grinder, a couple more batteries, and then obviously all the bits and stuff like that I would need. But today I've just needed a comb and an impact. I've gave this a good wheel about, carry about. It's nice and comfy. It certainly feels nice and comfy, and all the zips, this for the first 3 of the bags anyway. The 4th one will become clear as well, but all the zips all feel good quality. It doesn't feel as if they're cheap crap and going to burst within a couple of weeks or months. All feels built to last, so pretty happy with that one as well. But again, still fully deciding on what purpose that's going to serve me, whether it's going to be for street lighting or domestic. And lastly, this is the other thing that I was sent out. So as you can see, it's obviously a tool belt, and the purpose that I'm going to be using this for is for rewires. Obviously it's just, you'll see a lot of, or if you've done a handful of rewires, you'll know it's just good to have all your hand tools on you, so that you're not having to carry about a bag or leaving them at your feet or whatever, sort of moving about. So obviously it's got all the pouches that I could ever want there, for obviously hammer for my fixings and all that stuff, and then plenty of slots for screwdrivers, pliers, all that good stuff. I've obviously tried this on for comfort, and again, all this stuff is pretty thick and nicely padded, so I can't see there being any comfort issues with it if you're going to have it on for an 8-hour day, if you're doing a proper grafting rewiring. But that's everything there that was sent out, so let us know down below if any of that would be of interest to you, or if you've got any questions about it. So just as a bit of a reference for your guys' benefit as well, I've actually went onto the ITS website and wrote down the prices of each of the 4 items that you've seen there. From that, you can obviously decide whether you think that's a fair price, a good price, a bad price, whatever. But all these prices as well are going to be inclusive of VAT, just so if anybody's wondering, and all the prices that I'm giving are at the time of recording this video, which is middle of May. So the tool belt itself, so that's the one that I'm going to be using for rewires, is coming in at £36. The wee tool pouch, the one that I've actually got loaded out and I've been using every day for at least the last month, maybe 6 weeks, is coming in at £20 and some change. Absolutely love that wee thing. Genuinely would go out and buy that if I was to lose that or break it, like through my own fault, whatever. I genuinely would go out and buy another one of them. Either the sort of hold all case one, again that's coming in at £36, and the wheeled bag pack is the dearest one of the 4. That's coming in at £48. But overall, what's that? 72. So in total, that's coming in at about 130 quid if my maths is right for the 4 items, which is not too bad when considering you'd spend that easy if you're going out and buying a Vito or a Velocity or something like that, and for that money you're getting 4 different but equally useful items. So all in all, I think that's pretty decent. That wee quick look around the bags obviously wasn't particularly in depth or anything like that, but again, that wasn't the point of it. I just wanted to show you guys and let you know that they've been sent out to me, and that's why you'll probably see them in some of the videos, maybe a few of the videos prior to this, and going forward you'll probably see definitely the pouch, and then maybe the wee wood bag and the hold all bag you'll likely see in sort of future videos to come. I'd just like to say a massive thank you to ITS for sending them out. I really appreciate that. It does mean a lot, and really happy with the quality of the bags, and it's definitely something I'll be looking into in the future to maybe get a couple more. Like I said earlier on, this video is no way sponsored or anything like that by ITS. They've not paid me or requested that I say anything positive about these bags. This is just my thoughts on it. Obviously I've not got any discount codes or any obligation or incentive to be trying to push these bags on you guys, and I'm sure for 99% of my subscribers out there, you'll know that I'm straight to the point and pretty truthful when it comes to my videos and some of the stuff I come across, so that wouldn't change now that I'm just looking at a few bags. And I hope that the subs can obviously see that I'm pretty transparent with everything I do in this channel, and that I wouldn't be selling my soul to try and push these bags on people. If I didn't like them, I would say, and I'm pretty sure you all know that. So that's going to be it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Leave a like in the video if you've enjoyed that. Any questions about the bags or any of the content before showing them, let us know down below and I'll get back to you as I always do.